be a product of the product. We have to be a product of the product. So, what does it mean? We're in a health and wellness company, and so we represent health and wellness. But you know what? If you're healthy and you look well, that is already like a personal marketing. So, lahat tayo dapat maano tayo, yung alagaan natin yung ating mga katawan. We really need to focus on our health. I tell you what, Pamela Ferry, yung SVP natin, grabe, you know, like how she looks after her health. So, anong ibig sabihin ng product of the product? You gotta take the product. Who here is taking the Tri-Synergizers? Wow, we have so many here that are taking the Tri-Synergizers. And I hear that we've got more products coming. So number one, always be a product of the product. Yung mga family ninyo, so who here has got parents who are taking the products? So dapat lahat, ano? So product of the product, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So you can start with an RF2, an RF1, then go to the Tri-Synergizer. Kasi kung hindi ka product ng product, hindi naman maganda yung negosyo na gano'n. Number two, guys, okay, is pinag-usapan namin yan kahapon. When we had the Pro9 conference, a lot of the speakers talk about having a big why. Let me tell you, in our business, hindi ka talaga magtatagal kung wala kang malaking why. Sino dito ang alam na nila kung bakit sila nagla-Lifevantage? Alam na ba natin? Because you know what? Ang negosyo na to, hindi madali. Ang madaling mag-quit yung mga tao. Kaya kung hindi talagang matindi yung why mo, hindi ka magtatagal. So one of the things that I always teach the team is to make sure you have a clear why. So most of you know, I'm a single mom. So when I quit my job as a director of nursing, I was completely burnt out. I was a workaholic. I couldn't remember when my kids first walk and talk. And you know, the reason why I became successful is because I didn't want to go back to a job and I needed to make this work. So you need to find a reason kung bakit ka magtatagal sa Lifevantage. Kasi alam nyo, ang dami-daming umaalis. Kasi hindi klaro ang kanilang why. And I tell you, yung future natin dito sa Lifevantage, you know, what we have here right now in the Philippines. And I tell people, if only you know what I know, if only you know what I can see, magtatagal ka talaga dito. Kaya lang, kailangan hanapin mo yung why mo. Okay? So, yun ba talagang ano? So, dito yung mga talagang klarong-klaro ang kanilang why. Sila Christy ang Jasper. Tingnan nyo. Klarong-klaro sa kanila kaya magma-master Pro9 sa Marian. Yes! Number three is to treat your business like $1 million business. So when I joined network marketing, I know yung capital natin is not so much. So it's easy to just give up. But let me tell you that if you treat your business like a business and be a CEO of $1 million business, it will be very different. So if you're a CEO like Sir Steve, do you think you take your job seriously? So ganito yon guys, ito yung magic, ito yung sikreto. Ang sikreto, dapat talagang seryosohin mo ang business, kailangan you treat it as if it's a 4-year degree. Kasi yung mga iba, 3 months pa lang, nag-quit na sila. Ito, it's really a long-term business. It will take you 4 years to master the skills. Might take you 4 years to even go Pro 5 and have a solid business. Ask kita, if it takes you 4 years to set up a business na eventually mag-earn ka ng 100,000 pesos a month, okay ba yun? Okay ba yun? 2,000? But it took you 4 years? Pero okay lang naman yun kasi naka-establish ka ng business. So dapat ganun yung mindset po natin, is really to make sure that we have a long-term business. Kasi you know what? If you spend money and you started a business and you spend 1 million, 2 million, 10 million pesos, sigurado yan, tatrabahuin mo talaga. Okay? So yun ang number 3 natin. Mamaya may quiz tayo, so dapat you have to remember all this. So, if you're a CEO, how do you carry yourself every day? Kailan dapat may posture tayo, guys. We have to be loud and proud, as a business person, because people get attracted by who you are, how you talk, how you walk, how you represent yourself. So if you were, this was, I just saw one of the trainers ask this question, and I thought, yeah, okay, how would you walk different? How would you walk if you were really like the top earner in the company? You probably would walk with confidence. So he said, why don't you feel that way? Why don't you walk that way and have that posture? So kailangan talaga, we need to be, kailangan may confidence tayo. We need to have posture and confidence. Number 4, this is why I am where I am, because I showed up to events. When I first joined network marketing, the guy who was standing on the stage was a university third year. And I have 25 years of experience in aged care management, and here's this third year university teaching, but I became coachable. And the top earner in that company said, no speak English, me top earner in this country because I showed up to events. And that is the secret of a lot of top income earners. They showed up to all events. Do you think Jasper and Christy, maybe June, Doki, do you think they show up to events? 100%. So it's a new kind of business that we need to learn. So kailangan mag-attend ka talaga. Don't take it for granted na, ay, busy ako, or meron akong shopping, or ganun. Make it a priority. Okay? Kasi dito, the more you build event, the more you attend events, alam mo, you're building belief. Today, when you live today, your belief will be higher. You'll be more inspired. Maybe you will hear something that will inspire you to build to the next level. Kaya don't take it for granted itong mga belief natin. You might hear some ideas na nabanggit ng mga elites na pwede mong gawin that can change you. They say that diamonds are born at events. So likewise, elites are born at events. There is no way that you can become successful unless to show up to events. Events will change you. Events will change you. Like now, I know that you'll go home inspired with wanting to build this business to the next level. So what are those events? Weekly training. Who here attends the weekly training? Like weekly training. I attended weekly training every single week. Rachel Pekarek, Kai Hayes, all those leaders have attended weekly trainings. Leadership, like every event, guys, you gotta attend every event. If there's road shows in the Philippines, kick-off events, evolve events, like all of that, you gotta make it a priority. And some people have messaged me today, like saying, oh, Tita Josie, I cannot come because they have all these excuses. No excuses. One thing I learned when I first joined is drop everything for training. Who here agrees to drop everything for training? Number 5 is personal development. You gotta commit to a personal development. One thing about our industry is if you're not growing as a person, you will fail. Because 90% of our business is mindset. And so of course you attend training, etc., but you need to do the personal development. Books, tapes, books, meetings. When I first joined network marketing many years ago, I earned 1 check. But I stayed for 5 years because of tapes, books, meetings. Because of tapes, books, meetings, my confidence grew. I was able to get an executive position. That's how I developed myself, is because I made a commitment to personal development, okay? Read a book even just 10 minutes a day. You start with 10 minutes a day. But honestly, guys, if there's nothing else about my talk today, is to take it seriously. Kailangan talagang meron tayong personal development. I have my favorite YouTube clips. I have my favorite podcast. What's your favorite podcast? Activation Nation. Who here knows about Activation Nation? Dapat pakinggan nyo yung Activation Nation. That is our Lifevantage. Mga leaders, they're training us. They're telling us exactly what we need to know, what we need to learn. And this is important. Most important part of my talk today. Your business will grow in exact proportion to your personal development. Your business will grow in exact proportion to your personal development. Because when you are developing yourself, your mindset gets better, you don't dwell in the dramas, your communication gets better, like everything gets better, okay? Number six. This is the reason why many people do not succeed. This is the reason why many people do not succeed. If I ask you a question, in the last month, how many presentations did you do? In the last 90 days, how many presentations did you do? So this, my friends, is going to be like a measure of whether you will become successful or not. Is if you are presenting every single day. Our next level, say our next level. Our next level is dependent on how many of you are going to do presentations every single day. Start with 2 to 4 every week. Kahit na you just present to 2 to 4 people every week, that is good enough for me. But you have to start presenting. Kung wala kang presentation, walang patutunguhan yung negosyo mo. One-on-one, group presentation, we have online, we have Zoom, like we have everything covered. A presentation doesn't mean you have to present na one-on-one ganon. It means you can always invite them and you know, both of you will watch the Zoom presentations. If you don't do this, guys, your business will not grow. I'm telling you that already. And so, you need to do your presentation tomorrow. ASAP, okay? So in the beginning, you bring them to an expert for credibility, but as soon as possible, you gotta do your own presentation. You gotta master the Lifevantage presentation. You know, I know a lot of companies have grown because they have so many people that are doing presentation. Pag Pro 5 ka, tapos pinag-represent mo pa yung upline mo, hindi pwede yun. Pro 4, dapat master mo na. Kahit Pro 3, pwede pa. Kung Pro 3 ka, gusto mo maging Pro 4, Pro 5, Pro 6, kailangan talagang mag-present ka. Importante yan. Okay? Kailangan matuto tayong lahat na mag-present. Kasi kung wala tayong presentation, it's not easy. And number 7, ilang oras mo tinatrabaho ang kanyang Lifevantage business mo? Ilang oras? 10? Sino dito ang 10? 10 hours a week? 20? 30? Alam ko si Jasper, sila John, sila Doggy, sila Jeffrey.
24 hours.
Maki, ano yan, 100 hours a week. You're gonna have to make a commitment at least minimum of 10 to 15 hours a week. Kasi kung hindi ka, wala kang commitment to your business, it will not grow. Ang mahirap kasi guys is sometimes we don't make it a priority. Alam nyo, priority ko din naman yung mga anak ko, priority ko din yung mga family. But I also make Lifevantage my priority. Because that is my business. So kailangan talaga guys, is maging priority natin ang Lifevantage. So don't confuse being busy with being productive. Kasi kung minsan busy tayo nagla-like, nag-i-scroll. Alam mo yun, hindi yun negosyo. Ang negosyo, dapat may invitation ka, meron kang presentation, meron kang follow-up. You know, it's all the activities that you do every single day. Kahit 10 to 15 minutes, marami kang makuha doon. 10 to 15 minutes, then another one. You know, there's a girl there's a lady in Australia, she works in a prison. So in the morning, she message, she posts, and then her phone gets taken away, and after work, she message, and follow up. She earned a trip to Croatia. She's going Pro 5. She's, like she's having a thriving business because she's made a commitment to give a lot of things. If you are watching TV and you're not earning 50,000 or 100,000 pesos, siguro dapat off mo yung TV. Off mo yung Netflix, i-off mo yung mga ano. So talaga guys, alam nyo, sa mga natutunan ko sa aking years of experience dito, kailangan talaga nating maging seryoso sa ating negosyo. And then find and model a mentor. That's what I've done from the very beginning. Naghanap ako kung sino yung mga successful, ano yung mga ginagawa nila. Kasi gaya-gaya lang naman yung ating negosyo. Kailangan maghanap ka, someone that you can emulate, someone that you really like. Now we have social media. You can follow them on Facebook, look at what they're doing. There's a lot on YouTube. Like I learned a lot, from the top leaders. That's already, it's free. But at the same time, I paid a lot of money to be coached by these people that already know. But you don't have to do that. There's so much that's available. When you meet, ito ngayon guys, yung mga elites natin, no? Mamaya, dapat kausapin nyo sila. Tanungin nyo itong question. Presi, ano ba yung tatlo na pwede kong gawin para maging successful? So talk to them, talk to the elites and say, June, what are the 3 things I need to do to become successful like you? Jasper, what are the 3 things I need to do to become successful like you? Learn those 3 things and just do it. Because you know what? This is what I think they'll tell you. They'll say you make a list, you invite, and you present. Follow up. It's all the basics. Okay? Number 9, before that, is hang around successful, positive people. You probably heard this before. We become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. Alam mo yung mga kahapon may nagpakita yung mga nagmamarites. Alam mo yun, yung marites, yung mga drama, dapat drop na yun. Hindi kasi pwede ang drama at success. Hindi yun magkapwede. So lahat yun, guys, pag masyadong madrama, masyadong marites, that's going to become a hurdle sa business. This here is so important. Keep recruiting personally. Kung hindi ka magre-recruit, wala kang personal recruit, I'm telling you, maging stagnant yung business mo. Hindi mag-grow yung business mo, so you need to start recruiting. 70% of recruiting and 30% training. Huwag masyadong management mode. Now, we just opened in the Philippines. We've only been here 14 months. Madami pang tao that we can tap. So ngayon na guys, is the time to talk to people, bring them to a presentation, and have your personal recruits. I know siguro, my guess, when they announce the global trip, my guess is dependent on your personal production. Because I know the last time it's dependent on your personal production. So start bringing people on board because I'm telling you, grabe yung mga incentives ng Lifevantage. Grabe talaga ang opportunity dito. And stay in the field with your team. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Dapat naman asistahan mo din yung mga downlines mo, di ba? Kailangan nandun ka rin. You gotta be in the field with them. Kasi guys, that's how to become successful. That's what I've done. I've always been in the field because I know that is important. You gotta lead by example and stay in the field. And last, the only way to fail is to quit. There's no failure in this business. The only way to fail is to quit. So, be unstoppable. Be unstoppable. What does it mean by be unstoppable? Today, we learn to unleash. We learn to unleash our potential. Each and every one of you, you have potential. Kaso lang, kung minsan, hindi lumalabas. Alam mo kung bakit? Tinatamad tayo, masyado tayo nagdadrama, lahat tayo may potential. So from now, start to be unstoppable and be different to the 98% of the world. Kasi alam nyo, maraming mga tao, walang goals, walang dreams, iba naman kayo. That's why you're here, and I want to congratulate you for being here, because you're here for your dreams. And decide once, not every month, what is the alternative. Ito na, mag-decide ka na ang kung gusto mo talaga, sino ba dito gusto talaga mag-Lifevantage? Na maging successful dito sa Lifevantage? So let me close by saying, success takes time. Success takes a lot of work, a lot of sacrifices. Success really is about you being bolder. You gotta be more courageous, you gotta have to be bolder. The way you are now, it has to be different next year. Because you have grown through personal development, you have learned through all the training, and the best way to learn is to be in the field. To be in the field, to be rejected, and that, my friend, is going to be a better journey for you to get rejected, and then you learn, so all that. So, in summary, be a product of the product, have a big why, treat your business like a business, always show up, commit to personal growth, present to 2 to 4 people every day, to commit to how many hours you will work your business, find a model and a mentor, and keep recruiting personally and never give up. I'm telling you, itong 10 na to, in my 10 years in network marketing, that's what I've learned. It's just the basics of network marketing to really help you grow your business. So, when Evolve, you heard about